Hey guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. In the last episode, we decided to detour from going to see Lord Harkon, and we went and killed one of our targets over by Windhelm, who was I think they were a retired miller. And then we have come here because we have one that's at the bottom of the throat of the world, which we'd like to go when we go back there to go to the top of the throat of the world and return the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. And when we went to get the horn, though, it said that we had like this piece of paper that said to rent a room, an attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn. So that is what we are going to do.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You're that visitor been poking around.
I get why warm drinks would be a good thing in the cold, but I feel like I feel like a cold mead would be nice. Actually, I do need a room, but I would like to look at your, what you have for sale. Mostly because I can buy a lot of good ingredients from him. And I'm noticing I have this and this. Oh, I know why this is. We have that thing. I bet you we have that perk that makes it to where I can trade basically everything. And now I've got like a whole bunch of other stuff that he's normally doesn't sell, but it's in his inventory, so it's allowing me to buy it from him.
The name is Dunscotus. Pleased to meet you. I am a philosopher, and if you are interested in some books concerning philosophy, I am at your service. I am a philosopher, and if you are interested in some books concerning philosophy, I am at your service.
Interesting. I need help locating an ancient Dwemer tome. What brings you here? Are you more philosopher? Are there more philosophers like you? What brings you here?
Retirement, to be honest. I have studied many works of philosophy in the hope of contributing an original piece myself one day. Share my insights, enlighten young minds. Unfortunately, that day has never come to pass. Now I simply enjoy the cozy atmosphere here in Riverwood. Ordnar and Delphine were kind enough to offer me a place to stay.
So what do you do all day?
Not much. I just hang out here, thinking about life, having an occasional chat with travelers, drinking wine. Sometimes somebody buys a book from me.
You sell them? Why not simply give them away? Knowledge should be free, right?
Good point, but these septims are not for me. I intend to use the money for a scholarship for Dorothy and Frodnar. I believe that these kids should have a chance for a good future.
Scholarship in Skyrim? That's interesting. That's a very noble of you. I believe that there are better ways to spend your money. No, that's pretty noble.
That is very kind of you.
What do you have for sale?
Take a look.
I might just buy the rest of his supply if there's anything good. Argonian accounts, bibliographic philosophy, Orker attack, Kobold and Dragon, lessons of Heraclitus, mortal questions, possible worlds, American philosophy, Black Souls of Mephala, the Cave. Go with the Cave. I don't know what this is. I know I've seen this guy before. I think in another person's Let's Play, but I've never actually. I don't know what he's from. Let me ask you about ancient Dwarven
I am
tongue.
always happy to help a fellow scholar. What ancient tongue are you looking for?
I have the Cave. What's that one about?
We know that there was an original copy in the Dwemer Museum of Markov. I once held it in my very own hands. Unfortunately, it got stolen. However, as far as we know, it never left Markov. I would check out the City of Blood and Silver if I were you.
One moment. Alright, I am back. So he said something about Markarth with that one. I don't really know because he had the book on him, so I'm not really sure if it's how that works. Are there more philosophers like you?
I am part of a dying breed, to be honest. But I did have the pleasure to teach some fresh minds back when I was a lot younger. I know that my former students Hannah, Styx, Martina, and Baron roam Skyrim in search of wisdom. If you meet them, do not hesitate to challenge their minds, and maybe you can help them out. I do recall they had a tendency of getting into trouble, especially Martina and Baron.
Is this the guy from... Is there anything I can help you with?
As a matter of fact, there is. I have prepared a scholarship fund for Dorothy and Frodnar, the two kids here in Riverwood. This scholarship will ensure that both Frodnar and Dorothy can enjoy the knowledge of the college freely when they have reached the right age. Although the funding is safe here, I would feel much better if a deed was brought to my former student Hannah in the College of Winterhold. Will you bring this deed to Hannah?
Sure. I'd be glad to help. I frequent the college option often, actually. I'm actually the Archmage there.
That is great to hear. Make sure you bring back a proof of payment to me. And if you are there, tell Hannah that her old mentor has not forgotten her. She was always a bright student. Maybe you can help her too.
Then again, he might be talking about that college. I just realized, what do you need to bring the deed again? Oh. So he said he wanted us to take it to his former apprentice. We're gonna do securing the future. Is this like... So is this... Are we talking like... Is this College of Winterhold? Yes, it is. Okay, interesting. We will do that as soon as we... We'll do that as soon as we can get around to doing that. First, we're gonna go talk to...
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Well, I need
You're
a room, so I
I'm
need to
the
talk to
innkeeper.
Delphine.
It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Yes, well, this stranger would like to rent an attic room, please.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Thanks.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Talking about this one, or... I guess she's talking about this one. Like,
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
Interesting.
Get away from me.
We have the horn, but let's go see what she wants. She knows we're Dragonborn, so working with her is probably not a terrible idea. Go ahead and close that door. Oh. Can appreciate another person who has a access to a hidden wardrobe. I will be right back. Alright, I am back.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
I don't like any of these three. I guess that Sarah would say that that the Greybeards are right. She is the Dragonborn because the last time she wasn't sure about. I think I can't remember what she told the cultist, but she's probably on guard because the fact that the cultist attacked her the last time this happened. But she's just gonna go ahead and admit it. She's Dragonborn. She's not afraid to say it anymore.
I hope so, but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too?
What do you want from me? What could you possibly need the Dragonborn for?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Okay, sure. I'm listening. Just go ahead and explain it. I'm trying to be nice here. I do don't I get why she's aggressive at the start, but this is one reason why I think people hate her character, because she's so aggressive to you, and all you did was ask her why she wanted you here, and she instantly jumped on you, thinking that you thought that something was wrong or something.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
Um, why are you looking for the Dragonborn?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes, that's how I learned I was Dragonborn. I killed a dragon and devoured its soul. I've done so several times since then.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
You said the Thalmor were after you? Explain.
Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
Hmm. Um, we're gonna ask her how do you know I can trust you next, probably. We're not gonna ask her why she took the horn. Obviously, she took the horn because she knew the Dragonborn was gonna come looking for it, and she knew that if she took the horn, she could just wait here for the Dragonborn instead of trying to track the Dragonborn down. And then we already asked her why you're looking for the Dragonborn. I guess we could ask her again to see if it changes it.
We remember what most don't. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul.
Yeah, it's the same thing again. So, how do I know I can trust you?
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
So you're not a fool for letting me walk in here in the first place if you don't trust me? I really hate that that's her response to that. I knew I was going to hate her response. I'm not a big fan of Gelfine's character. I have a lot of reasons not to like it. One is her aggressiveness, one's her paranoia, and then and then that high and mighty attitude she has. Like, she doesn't know who we are. Like, the only reason why the only reason why we walked in here, even though we don't trust her, is we know we could tear her apart. It's the part you're not telling me. What's going on here?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
Makes you think the dragons are coming back to life.
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
How'd you figure all of this out?
I know, and I figured out we're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
How'd you figure all this out?
You should know. You got the map for me from Bleak Falls Barrow. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
So I'm guessing we're heading to Kynesgrove then?
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Know that mound. I've been there by there several times. High on the hill east of Kynes Grove.
Good. Good. Now we won't have to spend time searching for it. We should get moving. There's no time to waste.
Alright. Let's go kill a dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove.
That's your traveling gear? You literally switched into leather armor.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
I'll take care of your letter and when I see you, and I'll bring it back to you when I'm done.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
As well travel with you.
If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried near Kynes Grove will be the next to come back to life. Come on, we've got to get to Kynes Grove.
I always hate it when NPCs do this. Something to do. I think it's something to do with like she's like under the impression I'm trying to talk to her or something, and so she's stopping so I can get close to her so I can interact with her. But like I want her to keep going. I wish I could tell her we'll talk when we get there. Keep moving, and she would just like stop trying to stop, and like she would just pathfind her way to Kynes Grove. We are gonna walk with her. I don't see a point
Keep
not.
a sharp lookout. We can't afford any delays.
I also have not. Oh, what the flip? Never had my camera do that before. I've also don't think I've ever done this before. I think no delays. Keep moving. I'm okay. I'm done. I'm done with her. We are gonna run to Kynes Grove. I'm not gonna be instantly teleporting there because I am gonna keep trying to go with her. But one of the main reasons.
Remember, we're not looking for trouble. We need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can.
Fine by me. Unless I have something I need to deal with along the way. I think it'd be kind of funny if we got attacked by a dragon along the way. Oh. Is she gonna say something? This is a Thalmor patrol, so I'm wondering if she'll say something about the
I hope
Thalmor.
you're Dragonborn, I really do. But we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, just run right through the Thalmor. Great idea, Delphine. That's a Thalmor patrol right there. So, like, I was expecting her to say something. I would have actually been very impressed if, like, it turns out, like, she'll stop and she'll, like, talk to you, like, that's a Thalmor patrol. I think they're going to turn left up here at the road. Let's be slow until they get there, and then like you'd have to like slow behind them in order for them to move off to the left. I like though that she mentions I'm Dragonborn right next to the Thalmor. Like if they didn't know about me, they know about me now.
We can't afford any delays.
Yeah. I was tempted to take down the Thalmor, but for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, I didn't. What the flip? Where did she... How in the flip did she do that? He's got her own teleportation abilities. I was wondering if she would go this way or if she would take that road. Hi, Mike.
Nords are so serious about beards. So many beards. Maik thinks they wish they had glorious manes like Khajiit.
Makes sense.
Maik does not remember his childhood. Perhaps he never had one.
That's always a possibility.
Mike is tired now. Go bother somebody else.
All right. See you, Mike. I think I have a different opinion of that guy every time I see him.
Should have picked somebody else for your dinner. I don't see him anymore.
You don't see him anymore. They died right in front of
I
you.
doubt the Thalmor are aware of you yet, so we should be safe from them at least.
You do realize you said I was Dragonborn right next to a Thalmor patrol. Delphi, you quite literally could have been the one who told them I exist. I think it's hilarious that happened. Another freaking wolf. I swear, if we keep running into wolves, I'm gonna think there's a joke here along the way. Because I can definitely understand it being the heroess that cried wolf. As far as Delphine goes, I do apologize if I spoil something about the story for anybody. I've done it before already, so I'm not too worried about it. But I do apologize if you don't want me to spoil stuff. I am going to be spoiling the game by playing it, but I'm going to be spoiling things out of order. But obviously, she doesn't like the Thalmor, so I feel like I could talk about this. I don't like the fact that she has such a strong
Better stick
hatred.
together. I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
Very cute. I'm definitely tempted to bend will this dragon to see if I can control it. Both in character and out of character. Bandits. You ask me for a toll? Doesn't look like it. That was convenient. I was wondering what she would have said if they had asked if they had stopped us. If I was wondering if there was a
Keep it sharp,
possibility.
Miguel. We can't afford any delays.
I was wondering if she would stop and tell them give them the gold they're requesting for the two of us, just so that we don't have to fight them, saying she'd rather pay them the gold than be delayed getting to Kynesgrove. I get why she's being speedy about it. She wants to get to Kynesgrove as quickly as possible because she doesn't want to lose this dragon. Doesn't want the dragon to escape and then not be able to take down the dragon. As far as Delphine goes, though, I'm not a big fan of her.
I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
So for those who know the story and know where Delphine goes, yeah, my overall answer is no. Just so that you guys know. We'll work with her for a while, but the overall answer is no. Sarah will give her thoughts on it when we do that, but the overall answer is no. I was about to say, where is she? I also like how the river's gone again. That visual glitch is an odd one. But, yeah, like I said, anybody who's asking, the answer, who's wondering about my situation with Delphine, the situation with Delphine, and when it gets to the questioning, the answer to her and her friend is no. Sarah will not be agreeing with them no matter what. Because obviously I prefer the other option to that. And like I said, Sarah will discuss that when she gets to that decision of why she makes the decision she does. It's not too complicated. Most people probably already know why she makes the decision if they know what the decision I'm talking about is. If you don't, keep watching the Let's Plays. I'll mention the fact that when we first met Delphine and I was talking about a decision, that's the decision about it.
Better
But
to stick together. I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
You keep saying that, and I'm gonna blast you in the back. Sarah is tempted to just go all out with this dragon,
We better keep moving.
just to prove to her that it's like, I'm sick and tired of you constantly saying that. Come on, let's go.
We may both end up dead, but at least it gets me out of Riverwood. I don't really think I'm cut out for the quiet life.
I don't think I am either. I don't think I could ever stay quiet forever. Is that Maik again? I know that Maik the Liar is probably one of the most interesting characters in Skyrim, but
Maik saw a mud crab the other day. Horrible creatures.
very true.
Maik does not understand what is so impressive about shouting. Maik can shout whenever he wants. Maik loves the people of Skyrim. Many interesting things they say to each other. Maik is done talking.
Okay. I like the one that he's like, what's so important about shouting? Mike can do it whenever he wants. I don't know if it's a situation of like he's talking about yelling, like not actually shouting like the dragons, but just yelling,
Better to stick together.
and that's what he's
I don't want
talking
you to get
about,
yourself killed
or if he's
before we
talking
even get there.
about, or if he's saying like I can shout whenever I want to. I just don't want to right now. It's like yeah, sure you can, Mike. Whatever. Go on and go do whatever it is you do when you're not making me laugh. Now I know we'll be close we might be close to the college when we get done with this. There's the Ancestors' Grove. Or not the Ancestors' Grove, but the Ancestors' Temple.
We can't afford any delays.
Do you say so?
Should have picked somebody else for your dinner. I don't see him.
I was about to pull out a healing spell and then her health bar shot back up. Not my concern. Why Sarah's helping her is more of a Sarah's interested in who she is, because Sarah doesn't like the Thalmor either. That was the only reason why I considered her joining with Delphine, because she also hates the Thalmor. Sarah's not considered the possibility that the Thalmor are behind the dragons coming back, because
Look out!
how do dragon come
I
back?
don't see him anymore.
How do Thalmor make dragon come back? Sarah's more of under the impression that if the Thalmor have anything to do with this, it's most likely that the Thalmor are, where should I put this? It's most likely that if the Thalmor are bringing the dragons back, they're using like some kind of ritual. But if that's the case, she would have thought somebody else could have done it by now. Something has to be bringing the dragons back that hasn't been around. I think that's Kind Grove actually over there. Here's the Vigil of Stendarr.
Stendarr's mercy be upon you.
Which I think that's a double. I think that's a twin. That's a twin group, which is rare. We're now at Windhelm. A pretty decent. It was a pretty decent trek. Although Delphine, I do really feel like we could have taken the other road. Like, if we wanted to get there quickly, we should have gone as the crow flies across the river. Are you considering going back now? Come on. Come on, Delphine. I am tempted to just go without her. Oh, here comes the Vigil of Stendarr. I wonder if they'll also get stuck. Nope, it's just her pathfinding. That's fine. We will go to do the... We will go the rest of the way by ourselves. She basically walked us most of the way. Again, I'm taking my time with this. I'm being calm about it. I'm doing this as I see fit now. So I'll be doing this, like I said before, I like this being slower. It's one reason why I'm trying not to teleport and stuff. As far as traveling with Delphine, I'm kind of glad I did, because I kind of got a chance to say a few things about her. I do think she cries wolf a lot. I do think that she's got an unnatural... Oh. Looks like a dragon. Is it sad that I have two desires here? I kind of want to use... Is it sad I kind of want to use the sorcery of Relentless Storm to try and kill the big dragon? What's going on? Maybe he's using a dragon shot of some kind? Thought some dragon seems familiar. Whoa.
Salokonier, Zil Gro Dova Ursa. Slen Teed Vo.
Slen Teed Vo. Whoa. Okay then.
Alduin Thuri. Boantid Vokri Hasuliksen Jun Kuzik. Ger Salokonier. Kalimir. Folosai Dovakim. Zuu. Korav Mid Nol Dov Duhai. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Salukanir. Kri Dar Jur.
I can use the practice.
I am Saluk. Hear me.
Oh, damn. You did it. Wait. Something's happening. God's above.
Ready to see a magic trick you weren't expecting?
Wait, something's happening. God's above. So you really are... It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn.
Tried to tell you.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were Dragon Slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest Dragon Slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
I've seen that dragon before. The one that got away.
Really? Where?
It was the one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped the Imperials. I wasn't there when he escaped the Imperials, but I know that the dragon was there. I was the one who saw it.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
You mentioned the Blades. I've heard that name before, but more information. What are they?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
You all serve me, huh? No matter. What's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Why are the Thalmor after you?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing back the dragons?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
I don't know. The dragons? We need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Even if they're not the leading part of this, they have soldiers and workers throughout the entirety of Skyrim. They'll have to know something about this. What do we do? Any ideas?
The faction that rules the
No.
Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
They didn't lose the first one, technically. We need to find out what they do. What the thing I wanted to ask you the first time. I didn't want to ask you who the Thalmor are. Sarah knows who the Thalmor are.
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
No, they couldn't. You're more paranoid than they are. So how do we get into the Thalmor embassy?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
So that's that. So the Ben Willshout didn't seem to work on him. I didn't think it was going to, as I don't think it's going to work on any story-related dragon. Because that would kind of break the story if it did. Delphine might have a different feeling about us if we, instead of killing the dragon we came to kill, yelled at it, got on its back, and then rode it off into the sunset. But Sarah doesn't really trust. It's not that Sarah trusts Delphine. It's that it's that Delphine definitely has a point. She doesn't know if she believes that it's like, oh well, they must be something to do with there's Redwater Den. So yeah, would have been faster. Now, before we go marching back off to see talk with Delphine. We're not going to be doing that for a while. I don't plan on doing the next one until for quite some time. In order for me to explain really what I'm planning on doing with that, I would have to spoil some pretty decent of the quest, but understand we won't be doing that for a while. And I'm talking a good long while. We're going to complete an entire quest line before we go back to Delphine. And it's going to be more of like, we're not going to hear from Delphine. Sarah's going to be under the impression we need to hear from Delphine for us to go back, so we're not going back for quite a while. I wonder if that's probably just Delphine, right? My curiosity's is getting the better of me, and I need to know. Yes, that's Delphine. Now I'm curious. Oh, I want to go about this.
Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them.
Yes, there is. And now I have resistance to dragon attacks. Does that mean I was right? Was Delphine an important, or was Delphine another one of those like blood of Delphine or something like that? Yep, there it is. Delphine's blood. Cool. I was wondering if that was going to be the case. Now, what are we going to do now? Because we don't really have a lot of time. Let's more of discuss of what our plans are now. We're going to go to the college next, and we're going to go turn in our quest with the college, or do the thing with the college, so when we go back to see Delphine again, which like I said is going to be in a while, we'll be able to do that as well. I don't want to not do the college. And then we'll be heading to Iverstead to head up the throat of the world, the 7,000 steps again to High Hrothgar, in order to do our thing with the we have the teleport to the College of Winterhold, so I'm just gonna fast travel there. Again, I could just teleport here, teleport to the top, and then have to walk all the way down. I don't want to do that, so we're just gonna teleport. We're just gonna fast travel here because I want to get this. I want to do this because I haven't done this before, as far as I know. I'm curious to see who this character is. Go up to the Arcanium. Hello, Hannah.
Huh?
Dino Scouts wanted me to come see you. First, he wants to say that he has not forgotten you.
That puts a smile on my face. Old Den Scottus, my favorite teacher, remembers his aloof student. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to my work. Thoughts don't think themselves, you see. Or is there anything else you want to talk about?
I do want to talk about something else. Your old teacher actually sent me with this deed.
It brings joy to my heart to hear from my old mentor. Here is the proof of payment. Do not lose it.
Do my best. Lord knows I've lost papers about this place before. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Rise and fall of the plate. What? Oh, that's iconic. Huh. Sarah's probably gonna read through this, but she'll see you all in the next one. Later, guys.